Now to the environment. Over the last several days, rogue waves, some over 20 feet tall, have been crashing down on the Southern California coastline, causing injuries and destroying property. And the region is bracing for more this morning. A recent study by an oceanographer at the University of California, San Diego, found that climate change may be increasing the size and frequency of big waves in oceans. For more, we go to our senior national and environmental correspondent, Ben Tracy, with a look at what more to expect in the new year. Ben, you've explained climate change is not the weather, but these broader climate changes can impact the strength of the things we experience in the weather. So after 2023, which was tough, what should we expect in the new year?
Well, the climate scientists I've been talking to say that we should expect more extremes in 2024. You think of some of the things that we saw this past year when you talk about these record heat waves. You look at those wildfires in Canada that sent these plumes of black smoke into U.S. cities, record rainfall and flooding. They say these are things we are going to see more of. These are not one-off events that are happening. And in fact, when you talk about the record heat of 2023, the hottest year on record, 2024 expected to be even hotter than that. And the reason for that is scientists say we have this double whammy coming of long-term global warming, which is kind of making the baseline temperature warmer, but that is now coupled with a very strong El Nino. That's the warming of the tropical Pacific waters, and that tends to spike temperatures around the planet. And all of this is going to continue to happen as long as we continue burning fossil fuels.
So what can Americans do to protect themselves and their property?
We're going to have to start thinking a lot about the health impacts of climate change. You know, the wildfire smoke, for instance. People are going to have to really start thinking about, when do you wear a mask outside if you have wildfire smoke drifting into the neighborhood that you live in? Or when do you invest in an air purifier? Because this is something people are not dealing with for one day out of the summer. They're dealing with it for weeks and months at a time. Longer term, we're going to have to think about where we're living. We did a story this year about how insurance companies are pulling out of major coastal areas, major markets where flooding or hurricanes or wildfires are becoming big issues. So that's impacting the rates people pay for insurance. And in some places, they can't even get insurance anymore because the companies have said this just isn't worth it to us because there's going to be so much long-term damage.